We're at the NYSC Annual Pride Summit, and joining me now with more is Ben Garcia. He's the Executive Director of the American LGBTQ+ Museum. Ben, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's wonderful to have you here at the Exchange today. What does it mean to you to celebrate Pride at the NYSC?
You know, this institution is so important. It's at the heart of all the decision making in this country. And LGBTQ+ people are in an inflection point right now in terms of our history. And so making sure that we're showing up here at the Stock Exchange and at all places where decision making is made that impacts the lives of people in our community is incredibly important this year. And so I'm so glad that we're here.
What does Pride mean to you?
So Pride was actually a choice for our community. Back in 1970, in the first Pride Parade in New York City, there was a conversation about whether we should talk about gay power or gay pride. And one of the early activists said, you know, power, political power, the kind of power that impacts our lives is only held by a few people, but everyone can have pride in who they are. And so I'm very much a believer in that idea, that pride is something that's accessible to everyone, and so is the most important concept for our community.
I'd love to learn more, Ben, about the American LGBTQ+ Museum. What can you share?
We are going to be the first National Museum of LGBTQ+ history and culture here in New York City. We're going to open in 2 years at the end of 2027 on the Upper West Side on Central Park West. And this will be a museum that will serve as a beacon for people around the country and around the world who are struggling with their rights and their liberation. They'll be able to come to New York, experience this exhibition that will look at the history of LGBTQ+ people in this country from its very earliest roots up to the present day, and hopefully feel inspired. It'll be a place for families to bring their kids.
Yeah.
And just a place of celebration for the accomplishments of this incredible community.
What excites you about the future?
So about the future of this organization, I'll start there, is our opening in 2 years. And our plan to create all of our exhibitions as traveling exhibitions so that they can go around the country to places where people are still fighting more directly for their rights. In terms of the future generally, I feel like the future is bright for our community. We are in a moment now where some of our assumed rights or traditional rights are being challenged, but our community has faced challenges like this before, and I know that we have all the information and tools we need to face them again and thrive all together in the future.
Ben, thank you so much for joining me here at the Stock Exchange at its annual Pride Summit.
Thank you so much for having me.